Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the stream today, where it's going to be a continuation of the Netherlands game. Not Netherlands, well, soon to be Netherlands, one day. But we started with Holland and broke away from Burgundy, and we're trying to eat our way through the HRE, little nibbly bit at a time. We picked up France as the ally instead of Austria. Austria had far too many friends, so we won't allow that. We won't allow good things. Too many diplomatic relations. You have to get in there quick. If you don't get in there quick with Austria, then he's just going to pick up lots and lots. Can I turn it down a little bit? Hear myself think. Thank you. He's going to just... Everyone's going to try marrying into him. Or grab an alliance, and that's what happened. So, oh well. We can use France against England at some point. I'm hoping we can use France against England. I would like Calais. I would also have liked Vlaanderen, but Vlaanderen is a vassal of France. The vassal of France. So that messed up there a little bit. Also had an early Burgundian inheritance, which didn't help. But yeah, took half of Flanders and made Burgundy release the rest of Flanders, which left him a 1 province minor on the doorstep of France. Should probably not have released him. Should probably not have taken Ghent off him. We ended up with a huge truce with Flanders, which allowed him to pick up the... allowed France to pick him up as a vassal. Unfortunately, we play with Savoy. One day. Savoy, just here. What do you have? Yeah, one day. Not recently. A while ago. Did a run through with Bohemia. So it would be pretty much on top of what we did with Bohemia. Are there any special achievements that you can get with Saxony? Saxony? No, Savoy. You want Savoy, don't you? Savoy. Oh, you want me to form Sardinia Piedmont. The beautiful colour of Sardinia Piedmont. So beautiful, in fact, that it's my desktop background. That colour blue. Where have I got it? Oh, I can't put it up. Oh well. But yeah, it's like a beautiful Pacific blue. Also, I've messed up my other screen. Yeah, I tried a little bit of a testing with Savoy, and every single time France went hostile to us, which didn't help. This Savoy's doing a lot better than I was doing. But yeah, after Netherlands, probably we'll give the whole Sardinia Piedmont another go. I do like the colour. You're not allowed to say that anymore, are you? Not allowed to have preference of things because I don't know. Right, what happened? Why are we at war with Galway? We're only at war with Galway in order to cover the coring, I think, of Onsburg. Once Onsburg has been cored, we can peace out of our fight with Galway for white peace, because I believe, yep, there's far too much aggressive expansion here. I can't feed it to Friesland because I'd need yet another war to cover that. Right, onwards. Let's military access, nope, and nope. Someone else on outraged countries for the moment. It's like it's going to be Munster. I'm not surprised they're outraged. I just took 2 provinces off them. Also, some workshops perhaps. Nope. Workshops aren't a thing. I mean, we could build churches. We will get some sort of return. a little bit. Not a lot though. "15 armor tradition or the armor professionalism." I'd like to go for the professionalism. And someone around us has admin tech 11. Do you have admin tech 11? No. So why does it say here that we would be able... What? Oh, because it's textile manufacturing. Yep. That's fine. Nowadays the manufacturers unlock themselves at different levels. What has happened here? A mothball into there. Payday. I need to sort this out. I might have to unsubscribe from Payday. I've already disabled them the Payday pop-ups, but it seems to persist. You the prestige, might as well. We're gonna stack here until the siege of Gallery is over. We may even go and attack him. So this guy's taking a minus for the terrain. We might as well go and help him. Even though he was losing that battle. Why is Ragusa and Mantua ended up here? That's going to be almost an insta wipe. If Mantua's here, means that we can walk up. No, we should be able to walk all the way down. No, he must have got access and then access and then access and then access and deleted it as he was going up, which means he's isolated here. No, I can't allow him to take this province. And you can't get away, which means this should be a wipe. Right. What utter stupidity. I'm only using the war with Gallery as cover. If we don't use it as cover, then we get Austria asking for this land back, and if we say no, terrible things. It gives Austria a CB to go to war with us. But yeah, what I was saying, yeah, about manufacturers. With your manufacturers, like the grain manufacturers will unlock themselves first. What is this? So we can build one here. Cows, yeah. And then the high tech you go. The better manufacturers you can pop out. Of the better goods. Right, so our truce with Utrecht is over. The only person that can declare war on Utrecht is Galray Munster. Come on. There we go. Gallery. You come back from Cleves. All that we want is... Let's go war reps. Transfer trade power. And money. Okay, less money. That's all I want. That's all that... I can't take land. If we were to take the land, then it would be outrageous. It wouldn't be as outrageous as I first thought, but it'd still be fairly outrageous. So, we say no. And instead we take warps. Transfer trade power because he's in... Are you in our node? You are in our node. So he'll transfer his trade power to us for the duration. Keep that goal. Hold him. There you go. I don't need his money. That just causes a tiny bit of inflation. Out you go. Done. So you are fully caught. And from here, we can fabricate on other people. East Frisia for 1 would be a good one. Liège, Pomerania and Brunswick. Outstanding. You'll give us an extra merchant, but you'll also give us an extra diplomatic relation. So relations like 2 or 4. Should really rival Cleves. You want to rival the people that are around you, the people that you can actually do things against. So let's do that. Once that, I need to revoke your embargo. And that needs to go on Cleves. Right, where are our claims? We only have 1 at the moment, and it's on Austria. That's a bit terrible. Utrecht, I know you're friendless. Plus by network on Utrecht. Might as well get some claims up and running. Also, we might as well train. I might as well. How many people can we have? 14. Well, we have the full 14. Full maintenance training is giving us how much per tick? 1687 jumps to 1695. Yeah, kind of worth it, I suppose. I'm not going to take the Diplo idea. It's an extra merchant, but you'd struggle to place a merchant. I'd rather be up to date and ahead of time in Diplotech to get the trade efficiency, especially in this node. So that's what we'll go for. Netherlands is filthy rich in E4. I know it is. It is. $15 ducats from the English channel. 15 ducats. It's crazy. That's why I was second guessing myself on putting churches down, because you just don't need them. You don't need the expense of putting churches down. You don't need the taxation because trade vastly outweighs it. I mean, it needs to be, well, it's usually that way with every single country that you play. Taxation comes first. Or it's your backbone of your country initially, and then other things should start to spend the money. 1 base tax. I can use manpower. Other things should start to overtake it in time, especially trade. Hey David. Only kebab. All of the kebabs. All of the kebabs. How are you getting on? How's the war with the Mamluks? Defender? Defender against the Ottomans. I mean, they've kicked an early fight off with Mamluks. Mamluks will still be fairly strong. Hungary's quite big. What else? Muscovy's quite big as well. Yeah, that's a big Muscovy. That's going to be a big Russia. Poland has the Polish Baltic. Well done, I suppose. And Portugal is struggling in North Africa. And Flanders is getting lined up to be integrated. Love it. France. Since we have 10 favours with France, I need to declare war on England. I would like Calais, if at all possible. The church is definitely worth it for the Netherlands. You have plenty of money for building. Yeah, yeah, I'd agree with that. You do have plenty of money. You kind of, if you're not spending, it's investment, isn't it? Got to speculate to accumulate. There's no point in having it just backed up in your bank. Otherwise, events just get more and more expensive. I'm sure a lot of the events are based on either your income or what you've got in your bank. 10 influence. Is there anything that I want from the nobility before then? I have improved relations advisor, but it's the level 1 guy. Let's pick up the level 2. A little bit more expensive, but it's not like we can't afford it. Bring your influence down. Is there anything else that we want from you before that happens? Grab a general and then bring you down. Because we've got a king in charge at the moment. We don't really need our king in charge. That's a brilliant general to roll. Straight out of our arse. 40 tradition general, a 4-4. Okay. Cultural ties, max property to cultures. It reminds me we do need to accept Flemish. I'm going to accept it now. It's not that much. What's that, 100 Diplo? But it'll make the Flemish provinces that are down here. I think it's your Flemish. 2 provinces that are Flemish. Just that little bit more profitable. If we compare with Ostprussen, is it? Onsburg. Onsburg, that's for Westphalian. For accepted culture, but not really accepted. Semi-accepted, there we go. You do get local tax modifier comes down by 15%, manpower by 15% as well. So we've just added plus 15% tax and manpower to these 2 provinces by fully accepting them. Turn them from the yellow culture to the green. It's more important when you have big cultural groups, but a lot of stuff here is fairly compact. May even be worth a few culture conversions. Imperial liberation on Lübeck. Yes. Unlucky Lübeck. Alliance offer from Scotland, perhaps not. Can we jump on this fight against Lübeck? What's our coalition looking like? No, coalition honours. About 38. We could probably snaffle a single province. If you do the maths, a church that makes... Yeah, the quicker that you can throw down your churches, the better. It's just... What do you sacrifice to plonk a church down? Unless we're going to develop this province. I'd want a workshop, but then I'd want a manufactory, and then possibly even a university here. But now we've got a church in the way. Same here. I'd want a manufacturer here. Take advantage of the glass. Well, it's only 1 extra development, but you know what I mean. The plonking down of churches. The thing that's going through my mind is not so much, well, is it going to make me money? It's, am I going to have to develop that province to the next level just to unlock the building slot? Oh, you tracked. But yeah, as you say, the quicker you get down churches, the better. If we weren't in this position where we were making so much off trade, but we'd got this money, say, from a peace deal, and we were in somewhere where it's notoriously bad for trade. I don't know, say Hungary, Poland's quite bad unless you get to Danzig. Then I'd be throwing down churches fairly aggressively. universities are free. They are sneaky, they're free, but you need an empty slot in order to put one down. But yeah, they are free to an extent. They don't take up. Once you build them, they give you an extra building slot. But you still need that initial slot to put them down. You want access? I'm going to say yes. Liège. I would really like to get into Liège. Nassau, Cologne, and East Frisia. East Frisia. Cleves. Your rival. Nassau, Mainz, Aachen. Aachen. Nassau's grown big. Nassau's usually a one province minor. It's like they've taken Hessen and Koblenz. This doesn't start out as Koblenz. Also, there's Brunswick available. Pomerania, Lüneburg, and East Frisia. There's Cologne itself. Liège and Frankfurt. That's the weak link. We attack into Cologne, it brings in Liège, Frankfurt. Frankfurt's a one province minor. We'll probably be able to smash them both. And then turn on a Liège that might be stuck in a fault zone of control. Unless, yeah, they're probably sat on Liège. Go. I was been able to spam them for alignment progress even if I had slots taken. I might be confused then. All things might have changed. You never know. It is Paradox. There's a lot of people knocking about here. Are you actually in this wall? No. Also, what can we grab? Transfer subject would be nice, but I don't think we're going to be able to utilise it. I don't think we're going to be able to utilise it. No. Alright, there's no point in that. Instead we'll go for +1 combat terrain in terrain of my capital. Simple terrain, capital. Capital does light green. I mean, if we're fighting into France, then that might be an idea, but this is all woods. We'll go improve war taxes instead then. Most of your land can easily be topped up to 30. Yep. We've already started doing development of actual provinces, which surprised me. I don't seem to be lacking for points. I mean, we've got half decent leader, and he's not the worst. Friesland, do you have any claims? No. Right, who died? Military advisor. Well, discipline to do. I prefer morale, but discipline will do. Also, clergy. Can I not get a dude from you? If I give them things, if I give them land, I will probably be able to get a dude from them. Oh, it's 84% autonomy. It's pretty useless anyway. Can we give the clergy a lump of land? From that, I'm going to demand from them National Unrest Advisor. I'll go for National Unrest Advisor level 2 at half price. Make use of our income, actually. You might as well be turning money into mono points, especially if you're swimming in ducats. Missionary strength for institution spread. No, we don't need it just yet. We're quite a compact country. Compact countries don't really need institution spread. In fact, I'll turn you off. If you're a vast and sprawling country, i.e. Poland, Ottomans, Lithuania, that kind of thing. Muscovy to an extent. Treason against Holland, what? No, we'll gain the army professionalism. It pisses off the nobility, but oh. 60 military power, 2 mercantilism. The 60 military power we can use. The 2 mercantilism is equivalent of 200 diplo points. Okay, 198. I'll pick up the mercantilism. It's free mercantilism. Ugh. Flanders. Made a mistake there. Made a mistake there. Although it does mean when we go to war with England, Flanders isn't going to be able to jump onto Calais immediately. As long as I time it so that we're here, we can walk straight through France. How many favours do I have with you? Just the 7. So yeah, hopefully we can jump on Calais and Co. At least, at the very least, those 2. I would like to cover off on all of this. France will get involved. Britain will have to land on the mainland, which is not really gonna. Is not gonna do. Lose the stability, I lose prestige. That's an easy one. Going to take quantity. Great for Netherlands, because they're one of the few nations rich enough to actually support the extra 50% force limit in the early game. We could do. Although, I mean, we're right next to France. We're right next to France, and he's 20% extra Elan. Is that 20% extra morale that he gets from Elan? Do we try to keep France sweet as long as we can? Or do we flip to Austria? If we're not friendly with the other one, then we can at least be friendly with the other. Or not. Too many diplomatic relations. We have to wait another year for this. Right. How's my navy stack up against the English navy? Probably fairly badly. I'll not be going and landing on England at all. They have 7 heavies. Quite a few transports. They'll be able to land some fairly big stacks. But yeah, it won't be a case of going and landing on England. We declare over Calais. Speaking of that, let's get that claim. And then bring you back. No, we'll claim Calais. We'd declare over Calais. We'd have taken war score for having Calais. And then they'd have to drive us off it. Once we'd got all the taking war score that we could, we'd then peace out for Calais and such. Allied with Castile, allied with Portugal. Interesting. Allied with Castile. Still think France doesn't have enough. We can use France as an attack dog. Holland area gets growth of capital for 25 years. Local construction cost minus 10%. Local development cost of minus 10%. Keep that in mind. If we end up with... We're going to end up with loads of military power. We're going to have to develop something. We might as well develop the capital area. Okay. Are you prosperous? You're prosperous. So, prosperous plus local dev cost. Prosperous is minus 10% to local dev. Local dev cost is an additional minus 10%. We can also pick up minus 10% for local dev. So, 30% discount in this area for development. That'll do. What's next? Conquer new states. I'd like to save this until absolutism, the age of absolutism, to stack the harsh treatment cost with the minus 50% harsh treatment cost in the age of absolutism as well. This Martian going to war with Lubeck. Denmark. Denmark, you're allied with Martian. You are. And Poland. Attacking against Lubeck in the Danish conquest of Lubeck. What? Missionary strength, tolerance of true faith, tolerance of heretics, yield of papal influence would be nice. Stability cost modifier, and they gain a little bit of influence. Yeah, go on then. Yep. Denmark is attacking into the Empire. But he attacked whilst the Emperor was fighting Lubeck. That's going to be interesting. Go 10 heavies before fighting England. I'm going to bring all my ships in to port, and we'll make this just a war of attrition. England will have to land on mainland Europe in order to take back Calais, or to even defend Calais, and that's going to be how we fight England, because it's going to be against England and Castile at the same time. There's a little point in going and being aggressive against England. Alright, let's pick all of these up. A little bit of production efficiency, a little bit of trade efficiency, quite a bit of trade efficiency actually. 20% trade efficiency. 16 ducats per month. And Lubeck has died. Austria should demand that back. Antwerpen. Nope. Antwerpen. 40% autonomy, so let's not spend autonomy on it. Hey, go. Okay. 453, that's not bad. He's getting on a bit. We'll grab Calais as a claim. And you come back. Oh, France has already sent it. Go on then. Who else is on this list? Oh, Scotland's on the list. Let's improve relations and what's the chances? We're not going to be able to beat France. We'll improve, I don't want an alliance with him. We can grab a royal marriage. We have the space for it. No, France. We good yet? Nope. 8 favours. How about everyone else? Down to 27, 31, 31. Alright, we're probably ready for another fight then. Let's grab another 2 peeps. Alright, fight against Cleves. You, come on. Fight against Cleves brings in Nassau, Mainz and Aachen. Against Cologne it was Liège and Frankfurt. Against you with your 3-star general. But directly into Liège. There'll be a weak link. Oh, we can even take out Utrecht. It's just Trier. What about Munster? Still got truce with Munster. Yep, quite a long one. I'll take out Utrecht. Oh, Cologne have insulted us. Excellent. Just what I needed. Right, it's going to be 16 on 1. There's no point in looking around for where we might hurdle a river crossing. We'll take Miltech though. What's our professionalism now? 23%. How's that compared to other people in the world? 3rd. Right, let's go. Anyone who's a mercenary, stay behind. He needs 9 people. Well, we'll leave 10. I'll also give you a little bit of a blockade. We'll grab some more barks. Doubt Trier's gonna show up. No. I wouldn't. If I was him, I wouldn't show up. Now Friesland is gonna donate 3 of his troops, so 1, 2, 3. We'll take you off. I would rather my buddy be taking the attrition than us. Nice natural walls breach there. I will pick up cultural ties. Merchants +1, trader range, max promoted cultures +2. What do I want to do with extra merchant? Already steering there. Might as well go to the North Sea. Yep. Right, the stuff that does end up in the Lübeck node gets, or some of it gets dragged forward anyway. So I've not done much there. Not in the grand scheme of things. Speaking of British heavies, see HMS Queen Elizabeth is getting ready to visit US. Pick up a few F-35s in the next few months. I didn't realise. Yep. Deploy relations. I'd like to try get up to improve relations plus 25%. That is mega powerful. Also, Scotland, are you still on this list? You are. But you're at war. There's no point in going for the royal marriage whilst he's at war. He won't dive into a personal union whilst he's at war. So you might as well come down. I'll stop improve relations with the sweaty socks. And if in doubt, chuck people on outraged countries. Diplo rate -1. That's terrible. Sure, can we get to you? We can. Trey's in the woods. Might be a river crossing as well, but I think he has 4,000 people. Nope, that was a few more. Still. I don't particularly need to siege through that. I don't think. Oh, we're going to have to separately piece out Trio. Trio, would you take white piece? He would not. But it's not by much. Right, you only require 3, so everyone else step off. That's another tick. That might be enough to get Trio out. I don't really need anything from Trio. I don't want war reps. Don't want money. It's not like we need it. I'd rather get out quick and be coring. Utrecht. Let's have you protect trade in the North Sea. Are we the dominant force? Did I just see we're the dominant force? 41, 45, yep. In the English Channel at the moment we are the dominant force. Please is no longer a valid rival. Interesting. Well, let's revoke that embargo. We can't set rivals whilst we're at war, so time may have come. Now that we rival Britain in terms of trade, we might be able to rival him. "441, a woman." Fair enough. One more taking is out. One stability. 25 prestige. Yep, we can benefit from all of that. Come on, Trio. Lethal War, Ally in War. Right, one more take. One more taking is out. Nope. How are your positives going? His positives are going down, but his negatives are going down at the same rate. How's the positives going down? Yeah, how's his positives gone down? He's gone from 45 there, both of them being 45, to positive being 41 and negative being 45. How? Why? Nothing is changing. You're not building troops, so that's not a thing. We're not losing troops, so that's not a thing. Utrecht isn't building troops, so that's not a thing. The only thing that's going down, the only thing that's changing now is a length of war. So how the hell is this changing? How is your positives fluctuating so wildly? Jumping between 13 and 16. Trorian military strength. You don't have anyone. This is just white peace. Alright. I didn't really want to wait until we'd attritioned our way all the way through his fort, but this is, I can only assume that it's bugged. There's no reason, everything there, from month to month, everything was exactly the same. They didn't have any troops because they didn't have any possibility to build troops. The only factor there that should have been seen in this little window was length of war going on. That was the only variable that was changing, and yet it was all over the place. For that, I'll have war reps. Might as well have your steer trade as well. And transfer trade power. Well, Trip, I don't want to grind you into the ground, but you left me no option. And Utrecht, we'll just take your province. No, I need a cover fight. Who do you choose as the cover fight? Oh, it's going to have to be a horrific one, isn't it? Brunswick. Too many. Cologne. Our truce with Gallery ends in 2 years. He's allied with just Limburg. I fight directly into Liège. They should start to pick up some quite a few allies. What else? Munster. Nope. Allied with Teutonic Order. Well, they're giant. Right, well, we might have to be in this war for a while then. Until we can declare war on the Gallery. How weird. Protestant Reformation. So we got Protestant. I didn't even use one papal thing. I didn't even use one. Do we do with Protestantism? Wait, we can't choose whilst we're at war anyway. Right, might as well train. Might as well train, and we might as well put our forts down. Now we can afford to keep our forts up. What about Cleves? Nassau, Mainz, and Aachen. Who are our rivals? Liège. We have to wait. Might have to wait for gallery. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that was terrible planning. Oh. How would you again modifier and land medicines modifier? We can afford it. Act of uniformity. Mission strength for institution embracement cost. Nope. Right, and this is what happens when you get it wrong. You end up sat on your ass, not doing much. Erasmus, 100 Diplo. The Dutch Catholic philosopher Erasmus joins your court. Skill 3 advisor for 50% cheaper. Skill 3, 50% cheaper. I have to take advantage of that. It's pricey, but admin points are the best points. We are still making money. Right, shipyards. We should probably invest in shipyards. Even in my minions land. What do you produce? Salt. It would probably be worth. You do feed into ours. Extra stability? Yep. It would probably be worth, even though it says it's not going to produce much right now. But throwing down a workshop. At least getting it built. Again, it's not going to produce much with the level of autonomy that it's in at the moment. But I mean, once it's built, it's built. As the autonomy starts to drop in that area, it will help. Also, it has a knock-on effect of making the value of the trade in this node a little higher, which feeds directly into our end node. No, it doesn't. Oh, it kind of. It's on the way. Which will make the value of our trade, the value of the trade that's sucked into the channel node, just that little bit more. Who are you at war with? Defending against the Ottomans, the Ottoman conquest of Skio. Allied with the Knights. Allied with the Knights. Are you allied with the Ottomans? Bohemia. Every single time. Every single time, Bohemia. There's got to be someone. There's got to be someone who's weak. Nope. If anything, you picked up more alliances. Interesting. Leo Trier and Frank Spurt. It might have to be that. Nassau, Cologne, East Frisia. In fact, the more look at this. Three provinces. You have to be careful about the one province miners though. One province miners can generate like 6 troops, 8 troops in one province miner. They are mega efficient. So if you've got lots of one province miners up against you, then you can often find yourself outnumbered. Very light ships to try and swing some more money our way. I won't mind a little bit more of this node, but I think we're going to have to pick it up via taking out of East Frisia, Calais. I think now Provence. Excommunicated ruler. Interesting. Now we start sending ships a little further afield, Nossi, Lubeck, to try drag money into this node. We don't have access to Provence. Also, you picked up James Stewart. Alright, who's on this list? No one good. No one good enough, I should say. No, no one gets access. Don't randomly give access to people. So you're in trouble. Is anyone else around us in trouble? Jumping on people whilst they're weak. It's always a good plan. Or whilst their allies won't come and defend them. Oh, that's our truce with Galriova. Should have been more alert. Lundberg and Brunswick, you say? Okay. Might be able to take Hoyer in this as well then. Opens up Verden and Bremen for us. Right, you fall into the North Sea. We'll try and drag some of this trade directly down. And Provence is no longer a valid rival for us. Great. Losing all of our rivals. We'll have trade conflict. Damn it. So this needs to happen fairly quickly. Nope, go away. As we're getting called for peace right now. No, let's not lose the stability. Let's just throw money at the problem. Nassau's at war. Why is Nassau at war? Magdeburg, Cologne, East Frisia. There's a lot of 3-star generals knocking about. Right, let's grab a claim there as well. And you come on, and we'll grab another claim on somebody else. We don't have enough claims. Munster. If you don't improve relations with someone, then you need to be claiming the land. We haven't been doing that. Another batch of lights, good. Let's have you protecting trade in Lebanon. Now we should be able to drag a little bit more money out. A little bit more money. A small amount. A smidgen. Unjustified demands -20% aggressive expansion impact -5%. Perfect, just what we needed. Thank you very much, game. This is taking a while. Skill 3 production efficiency for 50% cheaper, or 50 admin points. Let's pick up you and you. I'm going to go for the admin points. Hammer. Still got a few years to build you back up. And we do make a lot of points. A lot of admin points. Do we really need that? I mean, it's nice to have level 3s in the background to be able to pick up half price level 3s in the background. Because this woman will knock her out until she dies. It's only 33. I will grab the admin point. I've already got a level 3, half price level 3 in there. But yeah, I picked up both of the humanist ideas. Not for tolerance of heathens. I mean, it's nice now that the Reformation is happening. If we take Protestant lands, it'll be great. But it's more for the idea cost bit of -10%. It means that we knock 10% off taking this. Well, we knock 10% off taking every single idea after finishing humanist ideas. So we've got improved relations of +30% there. We've got improved relations of +25% there. I'm going to actually pick this up instead of waiting for the actual tech. One of the few times where I'll do that, purely because improved relations is mega strong. Mega strong. That also reminds me, I need to turn this edict off. So we now have an improved relations of 109, which is going to make our ability to shake people's hands go up by quite a lot. So towards the beginning of the game, every tick around the year, we were getting 2.4%, we were getting 2.4 knocked off our aggressive expansion. If we have a look now we're getting 4.1 knocked off our aggressive expansion every year, which is going to make us, we're going to be able to expand a lot quicker, just because our aggressive expansion with everybody is going to calm down at a much higher rate. Set trade in, yeah, I'll see, why not? There we go, gallery. Right, you go back. Wait till the end of the month. Declare war on you, Brunswick comes in, that's fair enough. Let's go. That gives us cover. Alright, good. Went for the white. That gives us cover to peace out Utrecht. Take his land. I don't need 30 ducats. Oh, let's get that cord. Alright. Don't know where Brunswick is. 6,000 troops out there somewhere. But we only need 3 on here. Let's leave the mercenaries and extras. And we'll step off. Who do you have underneath you? Provence. Provence that you've turned into a march. Okay. Now we can piece out Brunswick first. Can take Hoya off him. If we were to declare war into you, Liège and Pomerania. Pomerania is quite big. But you're already at war. We might be able to jump on Liège. Better colonialism. Excellent. Somewhere. Probably be in Spain or Portugal somewhere. But let's get the claim anyway. And you come on. Spy network in Liège. Let's get a claim there as well. Oh, 50 admin points. Excellent. Munster, let's pick up a claim just there. And you come home. Right, so I'm starting to get a few claims around us. Cleves, we don't have claims on you. Bremen. It's a free city. It costs a lot, but once we've taken Hoya, we can attack into Bremen. Now, taking out free cities is mega amounts of aggressive expansion. You're going to need your aggressive expansion with everyone around you to have plummeted to 0. Can I get to you? I'm going to want at least Hoya, so let's make sure that we have it. Who else are you at war with? A few people, yeah. Let's stand on Hoya and make sure that we take it for ourselves. Yellow Prestige, yep. I will lend you a couple of troops. Trade efficiency or trade efficiency minus 10%. Let's go with trade efficiency minus 10%. Seems though we make quite a lot of our money from trade. He went to attack this. I can feel it. Yep. There we go. Squish. Oh, it took a -1, but we should fight better than they do. Yeah. Alright. So from Brunswick, also Liège. What do we claim from Liège? 18, 14, 14, we'll take Brussels itself. So, piecing out. I would like Hoya, and no one bats an eyelid. Good. What's our cover fight after this? I mean, it's in the grasslands. We might get away with it. It might be a really good fight for us, actually. Whilst Liège is in another war as well, so this is going to be hostile to him. We eliminate a 6 stack. We cover off on East Frisia. It doesn't have a fort. We try to get this done and dusted quickly. I do want East Frisia. It's in the channel. It's an estuary. There's a lot of good things that come from it. Right, Brunswick. I would like Hoya. He says yes, you can take it. War operations, steer trade. I'll do. Let's get that. Good. Excellent. So 15 on 6. I could probably 16 on 6, sorry. Could probably turn it into 20 on 6. River crossings from Oldenburg and Onsbrook, but not from Groningen. Good. Can we grab any more troops? We can. 1. Let's pick a couple of mercenary infantry up. We can afford it, and it's going to insulate our manpower reserves. 18 on 6. I'm hoping for a wipe here, especially against a 3-star general. What is it? A 5-4? That's ridiculous. We declare over this. Liège Pomerania come in. Could have sworn there was someone else in there. Maybe not. Excellent. So, East Frisia. We get rid of that in general, which was my main concern. You're going to cover off on his province. Let's try going. Try going? Let's go try. Let's go try. Let's try go. Let's go and help out my good friend Cleves. Also means that we can peace out Gallery for his actual land. Revoke cause. Yep. We'll ask it. Do we revoke cause? We can make Liège spit out a Gallery. I'll do. There you go. I'll get you a code as well. Oh, these are expensive. Protecting trade node North Sea. I don't think you are. That doesn't look like you're protecting trade node North Sea. Right, that's going to be a wipe. Cover off on the rest of his provinces. Interesting. Well, we didn't lose the ship. Yep. Discount attack. And Cleves has stacked up on his capital. But that's okay. As long as we put in, as long as we take this province here, then Cleves can't ask or can't demand for things. Cleves might well white piece this whole thing out. Now we just have to worry about Pomerania, who is right there with his 8 stack. You has relinquished control of the Liège, but why? Right. We'll pop out a merc there. His job is to jump onto Liège, stop him from retaking. stop this fort from taking Loon and Limburg. You've been fully pieced out. We need to take out East Frisia. And we need to mop up. We need to put someone on Ostfriesland. You're building someone. Cover off on you as well. And that's going to be Liège locked down with no ability to field any troops. We need to try and mop up this one stack. And then and then cover off on this guy. Do you have a fort on Liège? You do. Gonna need quite a few more people there. Right, from this fight, I should have declared on Liège instead of East Frisia. I just want you. Although Utrecht has popped out with no friends. That'll be our cover fight then. Right, what if I wanted Brussels and you? 84. Alright. What am I on about? It's not in the HRE. We can do whatever we want with it. Okay. Well, we'll at least wait until it's been taken. Right, Friesland. Bro. Just siege. It's fine. Just siege. Thank you. Improved Relations Advisor. Yes, 100%. Unless Nobility would like to give me an Improved Relations Advisor. Nope. Improved Relations Advisor are worth their weight in gold, even if they're level 1. Also, you think that you need land. Do you really though? They expect 15%. Okay. Alright. Nobility. We'll give you newly taken a gallery. Don't say I never give you anything. Friesland. Bro, please. What are you doing? You locked into this? You shouldn't want to take this fight. No. He's tried this. Chances are he's going to come down and try down here. Also, you lot. Can I have a blockade, please? This is taking far too long. Let's try and cut these guys off. Didn't really want the fight, but it turned into a wipe. And the siege, the siege that I told him to do, he's just like, yeah, I'll go and siege Pomerania and stuff. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I think that was all of them. Trying to cover off on his land before he can spit out many troops. Which makes our job a lot easier. Don't care about the sailors. There we go. So we can leave Friesland over there. Friesland, sorry. Thought so. That's fine. Transports. Let's see stack. We need to go pick these troops up now. We're not going to bother asking for military access. We'll just go around there and pick these guys up. As long as they black flag themselves after this fight, we should be good. I can pick some more up. You need 3 and you have 5, so we don't need to give you any troops. Although, Pomerania, we can just piece you out. Don't want anything over here. Stettin. Do I want Stettin? We have a truce with Brunswick. We could take Stettin. So why take Stettin? It's in the Lubeck node. The more power that we can get in the Lubeck node, it means that anything that enters the Lubeck node we can chuck straight back out the other side into the channel node. It's going to be interesting to keep hold of, however. Full humanism is our bro. We've been instantly black flagged, so let's march this way. We need to lock people on improving relations with Mr. Austrian. Also, Galray, come back. Well, there's going to be a lot of aggressive expansion going on. Let's bring you back as well. Let's improve relations with the people around us. Also, let's get you called. Yep, outrage countries. Ah, picked up war taxes, didn't I? I've not used them. Why not? Always. Always forget. Alright, come back. Does mean that this fight has now changed its dynamic somewhat. I'm not going to be able to take East Frisia, I don't think. Well, at least Austria doesn't hate my guts, isn't openly hostile to us anymore. Okay. We just need a few years to go past. Just a few years. Alright, call from them. If Austria's going to hate us, then Austria's going to hate us. Instead, lock someone else on outrage countries. Don't know, you really that low on rest? You are. Yeah, we don't need to check the autonomy up there. It does give us adjacency to the Teutonic Order as well, who is allied with Saxony and in a trade league. Right. Did want to take something from Liège in this war as well, but I doubt we're going to be able to do that. I very much doubt we're going to be able to do that. Thankfully, East Frisia is outside the Empire, so we might get away with it. The Emperor might not try and bite our heads off. Tiny bits of attrition. Diplo rep would be nice. Naval leader fire. Alright. No, we went for the actual tech. In fact, birthplace of colonialism is in Portugal. No, we went for the actual tech then. France, we got these favours yet? We do. Next fight is against Britain. Although I was saying that, let's have our fleet out protecting trade in the English Channel because it's useless where it is. I've been sieging this my entire life, it feels like. Prestige ticks down, legitimacy ticks up. Don't mind losing the legitimacy. War exhaustion is high. I know. 5 army professionalism, lose ducats, and gain 50 devastation in Liège. Don't care. They can have 50 devastation in Liège. Right, you come on. We might as well loot his land. If I'm not going to take it, I'm sure as damn I'm going to loot it. just while we're waiting for this call to come in. Oh, it's already coming. Should probably separately piece out Liège. No, that's terrible. Right. Can make him release Gallery. Let's go for Humiliate. Steer trade. No, transfer trade power. Yeah, steer trade. Steer trade. Transfer trade power warps. I know that. Go. Right. Some extra points there. Extra amount of points for being above 50 power projection. Now, who's going to be pissed off here? Just Pomerania. I'll take that. With you being outside of the Empire, no one's going to ask for it back. Excellent. So in that little exchange, we've ended up with a little bit more control of the Lubeck node, just because we have an estuary. A little bit more control over the English Channel, because we have an estuary. And our next fight, I think, is going to be against the Britain. I'll pick all of this up as soon as we can. Reformed Galglass, Line Knights, Herefis. How far is the other one behind? Not far. Does mean that we're going to have to upgrade the entirety of our light fleet. Oh, I see. We haven't grown too much. I don't really want any of them. Wouldn't mind Britain if he makes his way onto it. Anyway, you lot grouped together. Might as well get you training. Drilling, should I say. Your farmland, your farmland, your farmland. Trying to figure out if we do go to war with Britain. Is a province where we have a fort, where we can store our ships. Britain does land here. I don't want him forcing my fleet out and massacring it. Blasphemy Act, Missionary Strength, Taunts of Heretics. Not needed at the moment. We have a costly trade embargo against somebody. Against Provence, because there's not more rivals. Okay. Revoke the embargo. Our aggressive expansion is... it's bad, but because these people have a positive opinion of us, then we can push their aggressive expansion above 50 and they're not going to join the coalition. The power of improved relations. France will come in. Portugal's in debt. Castile's in debt. Well, let's wait for a little bit, a tiny bit. Let's wait for our aggressive expansionists to come down a smidgen. So in a different culture group, fair enough, but some of these guys might still get a bit pissed off about it. Oh no, he's died. He was alright as well, a 4-4. That's going to be too much. Not bad. If we can pick up another shock pit from training, from drilling, that'd be better. Also, the entirety of this fleet needs upgrading, doesn't it? Yep. Let's also pick up 1, 2, 3. Interesting. There's 2 war exhaustion. Austria has declared war upon us and prepare for battle. They cite conquest as their CB. Oh no. Austria, Brandenburg, Provence, Savoy, Switzerland, and the Palatinate. Well, we are going to tell our minion to link up. We're going to give him this dude to link up with, and then we are going to go and hide behind the French. Because the French have a LAN, therefore they're going to be quite good at fighting. So can I get to you? No. So we're going to support France. He'll also probably have some decent leaders as well. Say France under me. Yeah. Non-attrition minus 20%. Oh, Austria, what were you doing? You're just farmland. Can't get to you if I go the long way around. And away. We do have quite a few forts for them to get stuck behind. I want to wait till you're locked. Nope. Fine. We'll pick up the admin points. Taking out a cannon is nice. Reminder of France has ended. That's a lot of troops you've got there. That's a lot of troops you've got there. Just trying to mop up the odd stack here and there. Right. We fight and then we get away. No way. No way. Nearly. The game nearly wanted to wipe me there. Bastards. Right. +1 prestige. Yeah, go on. +1 yearly prestige, take that. Alright, protect trade in Lubeck, away you go. Might be worth trying to push Savoy out. Oh, Hungary's in this as well. How is Hungary in this? Just outright alliance. Great. So you're going to lose your capital. Doubt that's going to be enough to force them out. I lost the siege of Utrecht. What is this for anyway? Take Ghent. Now this is because the King of Burgundy died far too soon. Can I get through to you? No. Because you're perfectly defended by this. And Avignon. That's purple state. At war with neighbouring ally. Oh, brilliant. Oh, I didn't realise the Austrians were right here. Alright, let's get ourselves away if we can. It just got worse and worse. There's now a scroll bar worth of fuckers on the other side. Austria, did you end up putting me as your rival? No. So what was your justification for war against somebody inside the Empire? Member of the HRE. It's just outright conquest. You are the Emperor. How weird. How weird. Admin tech cost or mill tech cost? Go admin tech cost. Nope, no, France. What are you doing, France, you absolute pleb? There's enough of us here to take out Austria, who's on my capital. What are you doing? You know, with the whole link up, please. Oh, you're fighting Austrian rebels. Yeah, that's smart. Mega smart. I used to try and drag him off somehow. Hey Day, how are things? And also need to try and get away if I can. France, what have you done with your peoples? Can't believe he was fighting rebels. Can we mop up around you? Not really. No. Don't rely on allies. If they're on your side, they will make terrible, terrible decisions. If France is fighting against you, however, that's when the time when you're fucked. Savoy, do you want out? You do. Let's just get you out. Planet, do you want out? No, but he could be persuaded. How the hell are you this big? Also, no idea what France is doing. Try and get through Hungary. I don't think Hungary's... No. That's not a thing. Yeah, doing alright. Fighting against France. Not against France. Fighting against Austria, even though we're part of the Empire. Because he wants one single province. It all came about because of an early death of the Duke of Burgundy. which meant that Austria got land right next to us. And yeah, terrible things have happened. France, I don't even know where France has gone. France is mega smart. Well done, France. Well done. You have access all the way through to the capital from here. Why you stood there? Doing nothing. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know why he brought 14,000 here. I don't know why. When the AI is fighting with you, they fight like turnips. Absolute turnips. I can think of no other description that does them justice. Hungarian's capital's right here. How about somebody stands on it? What can you do? Maybe we chose wrong. Maybe at the beginning of the game instead of picking France. Should have picked Austria instead. Obviously they're a lot stronger. Some huge numbers. And France isn't doing anything. France is doing nothing useful, I should say. What are you doing? France, please. Aggressive expansion impact -5 or 20 papal influence. No, we can proclaim holy war. I'll go with the aggressive expansion though. Let's go help out stupid France. Trade efficiency, yep. Right, couple of wins there. We'll take back no more for you. Nope, no we won't. You just... Right, France. France has rooms. Therefore France can see into Barwa. If we're at war, in the same war together, if we're allies, then I should be able to see into Barwa. I should be able to see what France sees. There should be a freedom of information going on there, so that we don't get surprised by a 21 stack of Austrians. But no, we can't have nice things. Austria's down to medium. As is the Palatinate. No, if someone was to focus on the planet, might be able to get him out, but right, we'll take back gallery. We'll take back little bits and pieces of where we can. Planet is now down at low. There you go. Austria is down to low. Why are you down to low? Revolts in Austria. Austrian military strength. Relative strength of the alliance. Really? It started to swing? I can't believe it started to swing. No. Hungary's still in this. By quite some margin as well. And you're about to take Paris. We just get out. Ugh. Well, we lost nothing. I didn't expect it to come from Austria. I didn't expect a stab in the back from Austria. But you never expect to, do you? Right. Well, let's go home and sort our lives out a little bit. Let's continue on outrage countries, please. I would like all of my ships back, and we're going to put you where you needed instead of just everywhere. Okay, you're all upgraded. Without ships out, we have 56% of this. I don't think we need much. I don't think we need many more ships here. So I'm just going to put 15. Protect the English Channel. Away you go. The rest I'm going to split in half. And they can go to Lubeck and the North Sea. Now when you start getting above 50%, you get a diminished returns on your ships. %. 47 is still enough. I think we get more value from 15 ships here dragging the majority of this 5 ducats in than 15 ships here dragging almost 5 ducats out of here than we would stacking everyone in this area. Also more Diplo reps. Yep, go for more Diplo reps. So Austria, who hates me. Allied rival have a claim, aggressive expansion, was at war, border friction, wants the province of Guillory. You what? Why? Austria, do you have a vagina? No? But you have a vagina. And vaginas cannot sit on thrones. It is known. Don't want to become the Emperor of the Hijari. Lottery at peace. Can you take some small neighbours around you easy? Oh yeah. I mean, the war wasn't great. I'd rather that war be a war against Britain. And have taken Calais and Co back now, but you know, you roll with the punches, don't you? Now we could probably grab a couple of alliances here. We could, I mean, we've got lots of relations. Grab an alliance with Bohemia. Improve relations with them. Solidify them voting for us. How old are you? 17. We might let it run its course. How's that? An extra dude. Might let it run its course. But currently we are being voted for. Not bad. Pragmatic sanction. I see. That didn't take long. People will start voting for Austria now. Ah, well, it's a mix. It's a mix. 1, 2, 3. Why are you voting for the planet? You're a junior partner of Austria. Why are you voting for the planet? For reasons. That's why, just for reasons. How's our aggressive expansion? '30s. There's a 15 there somewhere. Limburg. Austria sees it as a 46. Went to war with England. Who gets involved? Both Portugal and Castile. There might be a point where both of them or one of them says no. I'll go for the admin or go for the prestige. Well, we'll go for the admin. And you are still absolutely nowhere near us. We might have to pop colonialism. Maybe. How many points can we save? 1085. A little bit of development then. Also, where's all my troops? Where? Death to spies indeed. Let's have you drilling. Also, I'm trying to improve relations with him. Was a wall come down, well, as will aggressive expansion. So we keep an eye on this. When Castile ends up at war with someone, we'll probably use that to get into England. Let's go on, why not? Venice, why not? Prefer people that are a little bit closer to me, but you can't have all the things. I return you to the state, which allows us to give Stettin to the burghers. Trade power moves from 17 to 34, which has a knock-on effect on Lubeck. So we should drag a little bit more out. Tiny amounts. Also, did you ever build a marketplace? You did. We give you to the burghers as well. 14 jumps to 28. That's in here. Any effect? 2%. It's extra money in our pocket. And the clergy are getting jealous. Clergy, what do you want? How much do you expect? You expect 15%? What? That's ridiculous. You only expect 15. Right. Don't say I don't do anything for you. Who died? How's our discipline going? We'll pick up morale of armies. It's level 2 for full price, but we can afford it. How's our aggressive expansion? 26, 46, 42. Has a truce with Naples. Naples must have tried to break free at some point. Right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is where I'm going to leave it for today. Bit of a short stream, it's still been 2 hours. We've nearly got pushed in by Austria, but we waffled around the fight for long enough where we could start piecing out people. And then I think it was France's spitting out of troops. I think it was the big fight that we had around Paris, and then France spitting out a load of mercs. Swayed things for a few seconds where Austria was at low. He also had revolts back in Austria itself. Allowed us to get out of there for white peace. I'm trying to figure out a way to fight England, but without having the distraction of Portugal and Castile. We'll see. Either that, or it's a case of eating the things and the people that are around us. Liège and Cologne. Oh, Dithmarschen took out Verdun. Interesting. Right. So yeah, I would like Calais for the staple port. I would also like Co, if at all possible. But France needs to lick his wounds, as do we. We need to build up our manpower again. I also like to just get bigger. So 3 or 4 additional provinces from around here would be nice. Also, Friesland. Let's start improving relations with you. Friesland. We'll improve relations with Friesland and then probably get him integrated. There's not much more that we can feed him. But that will happen probably tomorrow. Ashton Halsey and Chicken Wand number 3. You have come at a terrible, terrible time. I do apologise, but I'm just signing off now. But we'll be back. I might be back on later today. Got work at 7, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I might be back on today. If not, we'll be back on tomorrow. Could I take France? France is my ally at the moment. France is the only thing standing between me and getting annihilated by Austria. Austria has already tried kicking our teeth in, and it nearly worked. The weight of forces, it was like 40,000, combined 40,000 or something, to 85. It was Austria, Hungary. I don't know why Hungary is this big. Hungary is giant. And yeah, Austria, Hungary, Brandenburg is in a personal union under Austria. The Palatinate, the Savoy was involved. A little bit unfair, but we managed to get through the other side of that. Who else was involved in that? Savoy, Palatinate, Switzerland, Austria, Brandenburg, Provence, Hungary. Yeah. Yeah, it was quite the fight. But we didn't lose anything. And it was only white peace, so he might kick off with me again. You never know. We'll just have to be ready for it. But that'll be in the next episode, or the next streaming session. Until then, though, I mean, this is just testing at the moment for Holland. Messed up a little bit with releasing Flanders, or getting Burgundy to release Flanders. It just meant that Flanders became a vassal of France. I would have preferred this land for myself, of course. King of Burgundy died way too young. Way too young. Oh well. Anyway, what can you do? Until next time though. Do take care.